Take it or not, money is an important part of our living and is ranked at the level of oxygen when it comes to its importance.
Money is not the most important thing in life, but it is reasonably close to oxygen. I mean, when you need it, you really do need it.
Richard said, money may not be the most important thing in the world, but it affects everything that is. It affects your lifestyle, it affects your health care, it affects your level of education, it affects everything on a day-to-day basis. It affects the food you eat. So it may not be the most important thing, but it does affect everything that is important.
Now, seeing how important money is, one would expect it to be a course or a subject taught in schools for us to get a full understanding of how it actually works. But unfortunately, that is not the case.
In the school system, they don't want us to learn about money because they just want to pump out good employees that do what they're told. So I think people come out of school paralyzed. I think the school system is criminal in that it kills a child's spirit of learning. A child goes into school all excited about, I'm going to learn and it's going to be great. And then the teacher says, sit down and shut up. Don't talk. We don't care what you're interested in. So they just teach you what they want to teach you instead of finding out what the child is interested in and teaching to that.
In this video, we will go through some of the must-know principles when dealing with money. Hello, and welcome to my channel. This is Sir Java, and I create content on life, business, and money. Untold concepts that will empower you in our world of uncertainties. Subscribe for more, and when you do, please hit the sweet notification bell. This is a money mastery session.
The difference between successful people and non-successful people is here. If you want to be successful, you have to change this. This has to change.
To the poor, money is a paper with designs and pictures of people that is used to buy items and pay bills. That is to say that poor people just see money as a tool for purchasing things, meaning anytime the poor person gets hold of money, the first thing that comes into their mind is to use it to buy something, pay bills, or to put it in the right perspective, spend it. You see, this is so rooted in the culture of poor people that in their world, how wealthy a person is determined by the number of items the individual has spent money on. So then if you have the money, then you got to buy stuff. That is the language of the poor.
My name is Melly Mel. I won $1.3 million and I blew the bag. I bought 10 chains, averaging 3,000 to 4,000 each chain. Dropped 6 folds, motorcycles, jet skis, boats. Man, I bought a studio for $100,000. I bought a strip club. The dumbest thing I bought with the bag was this Jack Russell.
This scenario is a little bit different for persons with a wealthy mindset.
If you are really confident about your financial situation, you probably are not going to be wearing an 8-pound chain around your neck. Because I got bank. I don't have to show you how much I got. I feel good.
You see, to the rich and wealthy, money is an asset that produces other assets, meaning once they get hold of money, the first thing that comes into mind is how to use that money to get more money. What it therefore means is we changing our mindset around money is the first step to making more and having control over it. Have you realized nobody really talks about their earnings? And have you wondered why? Well, there could be a lot of social, cultural, and security reasons behind it. But if you want to play in the big leagues, you need to get a professional accountant or a wealth manager to be involved with all your money and spending. You see, my friends, running your own money your own way without any professional guide has proven to be catastrophic, as people will naturally abuse when there are no checks and balances.
He touched my hand and said, son, I want you to play here at high school. You're bright, you're a smart young man. I don't want you to be like all these other athletes. I always hear that term all my life. I don't want you to be like all these other athletes. So I said, you know what? I got to get a financial advisor.
The truth is, it might actually cost you zero if you reach out to your bank for help in this regard. Some banks and financial institutions actually provide some of these professional services at no cost to their customers. The money you make whilst working is called active income. Out of ignorance, you will find most starters trying to copy the lifestyle of the very successful people and spending lavish on things and lifestyles that requires more bills to maintain. What they don't know is the fact that wealthy people invest their active income and go lavish with the returns on their investments. When you are young, healthy, and active, pension doesn't really click, and that is sadly the story for the young generation. For persons working for the government and other agencies, by law, you are supposed to make contributions which will count towards your pension in your 60s, and your employer is supposed to ensure that you make those contributions. Now, there's a very important assignment you are supposed to do, which is do your best to know the amount you are entitled to per your level of contribution. Don't wait to get surprised at old age.
Some of the pensioners told me how much they take home. Then when they went on retirement, how much they went home with. I couldn't hold myself. Some of them could not talk. Let me clean my tears.
For entrepreneurs, you are supposed to take care of your own pension plan. It is therefore important you talk to both government and private pension fund managers to find out which policy will work best for you and start making your contributions from now. This also applies for life and health insurance policies. Flashy is indeed popping and is hitting our eyeballs every second. Just turn to any of the social media apps and there you have it. Grand outings, massive enjoyment, and beautiful display of luxury and all the finest things of this life. You see, the truth is, if you are starting to build something for yourself, you can easily be distracted because there are so many flashy things out there, but you need to stay focused on what you want to achieve. Will it be easy to stay focused? I don't think so. But has it been done before? Yes. Can you do it? Of course you can. Make it a point to stop your distractions whilst feeding your focus. It is sad to say this, but you see, all it takes to drain all your savings and investments is an unfit body. Sometimes all it takes is just one diagnosis and you are down to zero. And it gets so bad that sometimes even people who had so much to give and were even giving to orphanage and doing donations have to beg for public support to be able to take care of themselves. You see, the reality is that most chronic diseases actually develop as a result of several wrong decisions in dieting and lifestyle when the body was young, fit, strong to withstand all the pressure. It finally gets to a point where you can't take it again, and that is sadly the beginning of doomsday. What it therefore means is that taking care of the body you live in is no bargain, and you do this by watching your diet, doing exercises, taking daily supplements, and frequently doing checkups. Remember, this is no bargain. It is better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one than to have an opportunity and not be prepared for it. Our greatest asset is our brain. The principles of money and wealth creation are also not taught in schools. Nobody will teach you, nor your children. What it therefore means is that if we decide not to educate ourselves and our children about money, then we risk having zero ideas about how the world financial system works, which eventually creates a generation of poor people. One would therefore ask, where do we get all this knowledge from? Well, the truth is, they are all hidden in books one must decide to read, deduce, and apply. Unfortunately, this seems to be a hard process for many, and that explains why 90% of the world population remains poor. So my friends, decide to educate yourself, pay the price, and hand over this knowledge to your family and children. Have a circle and a core group that shares this value and go take over the world. You see guys, I'll definitely not talk about books without giving you some suggestions. My suggestion is going to be these two books. The first is Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. And also try and get this book, The Richest Man in Babylon. They will be of great help in shaping your financial mindset. What are some of the lessons and principles you personally know and apply when it comes to money, wealth, and business? Kindly share in the comment section.